Someone bought this extra special iPod from us for $100. And in this video, I'll try and explain why it's probably worth more than that. So here she is, just a pretty normal looking iPod on the surface until you flip it over. You see that? It says SCAMS. It's a one-of-a-kind SCAMS Leadership Institute, and it has Dale Burke's name on it. But you might be wondering, who bought this for $100 and why? So essentially, here's what happened. Earlier this week, on Wednesday night, we did a big Whatnot live stream where we went through and sold and auctioned off every iPod you saw in that Too Many iPods series, including this one right here. And during the stream, Jacob said, you know what? This one is so cool that I'm gonna put it up for $100. If no one wants it, I'm keeping it. But sure enough, the hero of the year, Cat Dad Storm, the legend, he came through and he bought this thing for $100 in the last moment. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, to be honest.
I got 1 second left to no. Yo, Cat Dad Storm? No way. No, I'm actually mad. My day is ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable.
So sadly, we have to say goodbye to this iPod even though we really don't want to. We love this thing. So I figure we could do one last final video giving it the treatment it deserves. And there she is, she finally booted up. So let's just hop right into the music and you'll start to see what's going on and what makes this thing so crazy. And here you are, you got the main event here. We got Accessing Now track 1 through something. Let me go to plug this thing in and you can have a listen to Accessing Now.
When he made his famous statement, "I think, therefore I am."
Oh, so I guess this is like some kind of motivational thing, or like what would you even call this? Like you're sitting on a carpet, you got your legs crossed, you got your eyes closed, and you just have to think and listen to this man talk about philosophy and listen to this calming music. And there's like, how many of these are on here? Yeah, there's 7 tracks of this. Are they all different?
You can also create a gap in the mind stream simply by directing the focus of your attention into the now. This is a deeply satisfying thing to do.
What? What does that even mean? That was the most, like, he said like 3 sentences there and none of them meant anything. That was incredible. Yeah, sure enough, you can see it's by Eckhart Tolle. I had to find out who this man is. Interesting. So Eckhart Tolle, I guess, is like a German spiritual teacher and self-help author. That makes sense. Okay, we gotta get into this too. Like, what the heck is a SCAMS Leadership Institute? What is Accessing Now? Why do they have this random philosopher stuff on here? What is going on? All right, so you can see here, I pulled up the SCAMS.com website, and I'm sure it looks pretty different from, the era that they made this iPod for this, but I don't know. The logo actually looks like almost the same if you look at it. But let's just scroll through it and see what kind of info we can find about these guys. Oh, they got a very insightful Bill Gates quote here. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Oh. Understanding the long game. Decaders are individuals committed to playing the long game in life and in business. They understand that life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. Ooh. See, this is why I start to think it's a scam. It just sounds so catchy. Like it's all just like, scam isn't even the right word. Let me clarify. Pyramid scheme. Is specifically what this is giving me the vibes of. It's just very much like they just want to sell you on something. It's got a salesman kind of vibe going down. The Integral Leadership Program is a 52-week, holy crap, a year-long practice-based program designed to develop executives serious about transforming themselves, their teams, and their organizations. We should send Jacob there. As the leader of our wonderful Jacobr gaming company here. We got to send him there to learn how to be like a perfect leader. I don't know, just to get some info out of them. That'd be really funny. What is this video?
It's almost like the noise of their life makes it very difficult for them to hear this, what is sometimes called the hero's call to adventure.
What? It's just like this all-encompassing thing. It's interesting because it seems to be mostly aimed towards business leaders and stuff and CEOs, entrepreneurs, that kind of thing. But it's so broad, perfect everything in your life by going here. But we only want leaders of big companies because you're going to have a lot of money. So we only want to scam those guys. Here's where you lose me. Our philosophy and the blah, blah, blah Plato established. Plato. Yeah, I peg these guys for a Plato. I'm more of an Aristotle fan myself, but that's fine. That's fine. You could do you, I guess. This whole thing, I don't care if you like Stagen, my bad, Academy for Learning or whatever they call it. I just think it's interesting, right? Like, where did this iPod come from? That's the company. But, like, was this Dale Brooks an employee at this company, this Leadership Institute? Or were they, like, one of the CEO entrepreneurs? Like, I have no idea. Here, let's keep playing more of this self-help stuff.
Your mind is an instrument, a tool. It is there to be used for a specific task.
Yeah, it's made for the task of not listening to this garbage anymore. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe this is like good stuff. If I actually read this guy's books, maybe I would like it. But this comes across as such like just self-important nonsense. I can't imagine. Like, I want to find. Yeah, that's the last thing I want to find on their website. Like, what do you think it cost to stay a year at Smokin? I don't really see anything on their website for it, which isn't that surprising. They probably want to hide it. The only number I was able to find was like from earlier in this year. I guess getting a seat or what, I don't know if this is a digital thing, if it's something you have to show up for. I have no idea. Maybe it's like physical classes, but apparently it costs $36,000 for this. Holy crap. When you could just buy, we're going to go over it. There's like 4 books on here. You just go buy the books. Anyway, let's move on from accessing now. Oh, here we go. We got attention management, audio module. We got to play this.
Smokin presents attention management.
Okay, so a lot of the other stuff I saw was like from other people or other books. Okay, at least they do produce their own content to some degree. And again, we don't know how old this iPod is. Maybe it's from like 2005. I was reading on their website, they were established in 1999. So okay, I'm giving them a lot of crap. They've been around a long time, so it must be somewhat successful, I suppose. But so if this was like 2004, 2005, you'd imagine when this iPod would be relevant. Yeah, maybe they were just starting to produce their own stuff, and now the modern age, maybe they got YouTube videos and everything. I saw some videos on their platform, so maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. Let's keep listening to this though.
Attention management can be situated in the upper left dimension of the integral 4-quadrant model, correlated with the individual and collective dimensions of an organization.
That might have been the most batshit insane thing I have ever heard in my life. I tried to give him credit. I tried to make him sound okay. That this is the garbage they spew at me. Like, can I listen to the upper left dimensional quadrant? This iPod is incredible. Do you see why it's worth $100 now? There's just so much on it that just, I don't know, there's this whole backstory that you can immediately glean from it. It's incredible. Also, I should mention that this song is 52 minutes long, so I'm definitely not going to listen to the whole thing, but let me see how much I can stomach. I'm just gonna keep going.
It emphasizes approaches that directly impact the mindset, upper left dimension.
Please stop saying dimension. Stop it. It's so stupid.
Most people don't slow down long enough or reflect deeply enough to realize what is most important. They are addicted to urgency, which gives them a temporary feeling of importance. Putting out fires lets them feel like a hero for a day or an hour. But rarely are the urgent things truly the most important things.
Hey, that one wasn't bad. I like that last like 30 seconds or so. But it's like, you know, you can put a little nugget of wisdom in there and it can sound reasonable. But when it's surrounded by, check the upper left quadrant of this dimension to make sure that you are leading your company properly, I just can't take it seriously. It sounds like something out of a movie. Like if you were like sitting a character down to brainwash them. This is like what a writer would come up with, is like, oh, we're gonna brainwash the protagonist and becoming a villain. All right, let's move on. I can't take this anymore. And then we have other random things on here. Jacob found this in the video, but it is really funny. We got the John F. Kennedy moon speech.
Finally, if we are to win the battle now going on around the world.
So yeah, it's just the moon speech. We gotta go to the moon. Guys, we gotta go to the moon. It's very important right now. We gotta do it. I would assume that the Smokin was using this as like an example of like, be like John F. Kennedy. Do it. You take our course, you'll be like this guy. You'll be making moon speeches. And it's just like the sequence of events here. Independent Woman, John F. Kennedy, Lose Yourself by Eminem, and Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream speech. What a combo. What is this? Meaning audio module.
Smokin presents Meaning.
So they're one of their things they made. We gotta hear this. This one's 59 minutes long. Oh geez.
These characteristics relate an organization's intangible dimensions.
I was listening for like a minute, and it was fine. It was saying, these people do good things for their companies. Do more like that. And then she pulls out the 4 dimensions. She's gotta pull out the dimensions, like every time, man.
This is Audible. Stanford Audio.
Okay, we have a straight up audiobook on here. What is this? Organizational Vision Track. Jim Collins. Organizational Vision 2. I guess I can look up this book real quick. James C. Collins is an American researcher, speaker, blah, blah, blah. He's business management, company sustainability, and growth. Okay, so it's another book about the management of companies or whatever. Principle-centered leadership. Oh, I'm feeling immersed. What a flute.
This is a program about making a break with the past, about living and working in ways that will enrich your life.
More nonsense, man. Nonsense. I don't know. It's just all these nice sounding words, but nothing like, this is true, this is not true, this is what to do, this is what not to do. What is strategy? Small file.
This is Audible.
It's another Audible book, okay. Then we got working with emotion.
Why were the sales on a key product far softer there than at other retailers?
Probably because of your mom, I don't know. Oh my god, there's so many of these working with emotions. They got the whole book on here. Yeah, that's everything on this iPod. It's incredible. What a steal. I just can't believe it actually sold for $100. Should have sold it for $200. Really, we just gave it away, frankly. So either way, thanks to Cat Dad Storm for buying it. We're going to miss this thing every day and need to listen to this for encouragement on what we should do for our business or whatever, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this wild little video, and I'll see you next time.